save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thank you for coming back, and I appreciate you. Please do me a favor. We're going to stop right at the beginning here. We're going to hit the like and subscribe button. The little thingy probably is already shot up. Listen, I don't put that little green screen effect just for my health, okay? That's so you can hit the like button, subscribe button, give it a little thought, okay? Because I see some YouTubers, they put up their little algorithm thing there, they put up their little account there, and I'm like 40% subscribed, 60% unsubscribed. So if you could just do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, that would help me out. If you hit the like button, and you hit the share button and the bell and for the notifications. I post every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday unless I'm sick or dead. Okay. Besides that, you're gonna get a video on something. And I gotta throw this out there before I start with my crazy rant on Amazon. Okay, that's what you're getting today. You're gonna get something gone wrong in Amazon land. Okay. Before I start that, I want to thank one of my viewers that I completely can't remember who posted it, but it was in the comments. One of the comments. If you comment, I do comment back. I do read all your comments, so it goes to show that I do appreciate what you comment. But one of the viewers commented that they enjoy my content. And that the unboxing of media or toys or whatever is just like an extra. So they're actually tuning in to hear me talk. Now listen, Ken, I know you're probably saying, you're probably like, please keep unboxing things because sometimes you talk too much. Shut up. Okay, I get it. Okay, listen. You've been here for a long time. You know how this channel works. You know how it works. I sit here and whatever's going on in my life or my day, I tell you about it. Or I tell you about what's happened over the weekend or what happened yesterday. Listen, when I worked in the mills, I would sit down with my supervisor and the other supervisor. So I worked in one part of the plant and there's a supervisor on the other side of the plant. The supervisors used to get together and they would call me into the office, or they would just pick up the phone and no word of a lie, because we had an intercom system, and they would go, story time. And that was my cue to park my forklift wherever I was parking it, load up the machines as fast as I can, park the forklift, and then come into the office because they wanted to hear a story about what happened in my day. And both of my supervisors, and actually mostly everybody I worked with, they always used to tell me this, and this has been going on for years. They were like, something happens to you every single day. It's like not a day that goes by. You know, some people have boring days. Even my boring days are messed up. Okay, there's something that's gone wrong. Even on my, I could be having like the calmest of days, and something before the end of the day is going to make it blow up in my face. Something's gonna blow up in my face. So yeah, they would get on the intercom like story time, and that was my cue to get the machines loaded up as fast as I could, and then get over to them so that I could tell them about my day, because they want to hear about my kids or my wife or my family or my childhood. They loved it. So in my head, I was like, you know what? One day I'm gonna break this anxiety. I'm gonna break this depression. I'm gonna break all of this stuff, and I'm gonna get up on that stage and I'm gonna do some stand up. Or in my case, since I'm extremely lazy, I'll do some sit down. Maybe I'll bring a chair up and I'll sit there and I'll do some sit down. Now I will tell you, before I start my rant and my on what happened with Amazon, I may not be politically correct on some of my wording. Okay, so please don't get offended. Okay, please listen. For goodness sake, people out there, have a little bit of sense of humor, okay? Bring yourself back to the Andrew Dice Clay days and the Eddie Murphy days and the Richard Pryor days and the Sam Kinison days and the Rodney Dangerfield days. And listen, those days where stand-up comedians and people could just speak freely their mind without analyzing the crap out of everything. Because I find, so I do not offend anybody. When I edit my videos, which I should be able to just post my videos. Whatever's on my mind, I should be able to post. But one time I said something on this channel, okay, and I got slammed by like numerous people, Okay, it was mostly all women for something that I said, and I'm not gonna say it again, and I haven't said it since. But it was the way I worded something. I said a word and I misused the word, and they were all over me for misusing the word. Where I've actually heard this word said billions of times on hundreds and hundreds of movies. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, it all depends on how you worded it, okay? And obviously that day in particular, I worded it wrong, so I had to retract my statement and offer an apology on my comment section, which I did. It was comical, okay? I said it in a comical way, okay? And today I'm gonna tell you a story, and it may not. You may look at it like, hey, I'll bet you most of you are gonna be like, yes. There's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be more head nodding and like, yep, I understand, I get you. Okay, so it all has to do with this package right here. See the little Amazon symbol over here? See this box I've never seen before? This is kind of new boxing they're doing too. So before I open the package, I'm gonna tell you the story. I'm at work and it's the end of the day, and I send the children downstairs, and I get a message from my wife, and my wife's like, the Amazon guy is here and he needs your one-time passcode. And I'm like, what the hell is a one-time passcode? Why did he? She said he's standing here with your box in his hand and he will not give me the box until he gets the one-time passcode. So I'm like, what the hell is this one-time pass? I don't have a one-time passcode. They didn't send me a one-time passcode. I don't know what they're talking about. So I'm taking screenshots of the item. I knew it was coming in. Listen, Amazon notifies you this is being delivered today between this time and that time, and they even show you a little map of where the little Amazon truck is. They're like, oh, we're 3 blocks away from your house. So I'm contacting the wife. I'm like, you better get home right away to make sure you interact or run interference with this Amazon guy so you can get the package, because if not, they're either going to drive away with it. And listen, people, if you know me by now, by watching this channel, I don't like the mail people or Amazon or UPS or FedEx or anybody to handle my packages any more than they have to. Listen, if it reaches the house, just leave it there. Don't take it back and put it back on a truck with the chances of it being destroyed on your truck the second time around. Because I had very little faith in you the first time around. I got even less faith as if you take it away and put it back on your truck. Because more than likely you're probably like, well, they weren't there, didn't show up, I didn't get the one-time passcode, and you chuck it onto the truck. And then you kick that thing all the way back. Listen, I worked in a place where I was miserable. Some of these delivery people and mail people and Federal Express people and UPS people are disgruntled, aggravated people. Okay, they're mad. They listen. A lot of people work at their jobs and they try to figure out a way to get back at their jobs. I will tell you right now, I had a supervisor at one of my jobs. Okay, supervisor. Listen, I probably shouldn't tell you the story, but I'm going to tell you the story anyway. I had a supervisor at one of my jobs that I despised. Okay, this guy rode me like a pony. Okay, every single day he'd be on my case, telling me that I was just a body and I'm a failure and I'm a this and I'm a that. I think he was related to my father, but literally I felt like he was just where my father tapped out and he was like, listen, I'm moving away and he doesn't want nothing more to do with me anymore, so I'm tapping out, and from now on you're gonna make his life miserable. Well, there was a couple of things. And you know what? I've been gone from the job for a while, so I'm going to share with you some crazy stuff. So I'm extremely bitter. I'm extremely bitter person towards this person, okay? Because they were just extremely mean, okay? It was a mean-spirited, evil, angry person. So I was like, you know what? Since I don't want to lose my job, I got to figure out different ways to mess with this guy, okay? Without him knowing I'm messing with him. So the first thing is he had a hatred for bananas. The person hated bananas. The smell of bananas, the look of banana. I don't know. He hated bananas. Hated bananas. Now, God rest his soul. My supervisor that I had that worked in my department, that was my best friend. I loved him to death. Passed away. He was 100% on my side. Didn't agree with my tactics, but found things to be amusing. Okay, I found them to be amusing once I told him what I had done or what I did. So since the guy hated bananas, I had a squirt bottle. There was a squirt bottle we had in the department next door, and every day. So first, I started by urinating in the squirt bottle. I urinated in the squirt bottle, and I filled it up to about that much worth of urine in the squirt bottle. Then I took bananas, and I pushed the bananas, okay, in the squirt bottle and filled up the rest. So it was a squirt bottle full of urine and bananas, okay? And I shook it all up, and I let it sit in the heat for about a month. Okay, this goes to show you the type of person I was before. This is not how I am now. Now, listen, since I've gotten more spiritual, and I understand I've done things wrong. This is more of a confession, okay? So if you want, at the end, in the comments below, you can tell me, if you're Catholic, you can tell me that I'm supposed to say 3 Hail Marys and 4 Act of Contritions and 4 Our Fathers or whatever. You can put that in the comments below, and I will do my penance for the evil things that I did. But this person was a miserable human being and deserved every single terrible thing that I could possibly think of to do to this person. So what I did, I let it sit there. I let it sit there for literally almost, I believe it was like a month. In the heat, about 100-degree weather, if not more. I worked at a mill, hot in there. We had steam cans running that would dry in material. So it was about, when I say it was like 120 in the place, it was actually about 120 in the place. There's no air and no windows, and it was hot. Okay, we had fans blowing on us, but all the fans were doing was blowing the hot air on us. So I waited for this thing to ferment. It fermented, and it turned into this horrific banana urine stink. Yeah. And after a while, after about a month or so, when I got to the right smell, and the bananas had turned into this sludge, and they kind of just evaporated into a liquid of urine and partial urine, partial water, partial banana, and I started spraying it in the supervisor's air conditioner. And about 2 or 3 days later, I'm leaving and getting out of work in the morning. And I'm listening to the supervisor talking to one of the other supervisors in the back, and they're like, something's wrong with my office. Something's wrong in my office. My office stinks of urine and bananas. and I'm just like, I'm walking slow because we had the time clock. We had to wait at the time clock, and I'm standing there next to the time clock, and I'm like, so I'm listening to the conversation. I'm not saying nothing. Nobody knew. Listen, nobody knew to this day. So right now, as I'm confessing to you, because you know what, that's come and gone. Years. This is years now. It's come and gone, but it just goes to show you what a breaking point. Like if you have a supervisor that's riding you and I mean, it was hot there. This guy rode me. He was on my case all the time. And he wasn't even my supervisor. He wasn't even on my shift. He would come in early just to harass me. He would come in early just to harass me. And if I had to come in early, work overtime, or stay late to work overtime, he would harass the crap out of me while I was there. And when I'm talking harassment, I mean harassment. I mean, you're no damn good. This is not right. Do this again. Sweep that up, clean that up, make that. And I was the only one. He had his friends, his little friend group that he would invite over his house for cookouts, and he befriended them and whatever. And I was the outside guy. I was not an inside man. So I got fed up. So when I feel the feeling, on top of that, let me throw out two. I did bring in one time a whole package of crab meat, and there was like holes in his walls of his office, and I stuffed probably about a half a pound of imitation crab meat in the holes in his walls. And let me just tell you, the cockroaches and the rats, they had some fun in that office also. So moral of the story, friends, is try to treat people good. Cause especially people that are handling your stuff. You know what I mean? I'll tell you right now, when I go to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or any of that stuff like that, I never harass the people that handle my food. Okay? I go to a restaurant, you ain't gonna hear no complaints from me. Okay? They handling my food. They crazy like me. They get aggravated. They're gonna be urinating in your food. You don't know what they're doing behind the scenes over there. So you be nice to people. Okay? I teach the children to be nice to people. Do unto others as you'd have done unto you. I teach them that now because I was not doing unto others. That was how it was done unto me back in the day. But I had a breaking point. There was a breaking point, and I could not handle anymore. So sometimes I see these mailmen walking down the street, and they look like they're mad at the world. Okay, I don't know if your mailman looks like he's mad at the world, but my mailman sometimes I got 3 different mailmen, so my mailman's not gonna know which one I'm talking about. There's one of them that's just the nicest guy in the world. Then I got another one that's like a fill-in or whatever. And I think the fill-in one is just had it. I think he's ready for retirement. I don't think he wants to be here anymore. I don't think he wants to do this job anymore. I think he's just fed up, okay? And he just has like a puss on his face, like he wants to kill the whole neighborhood. And he might very well be in the back of his mail truck, just urinating on my mail. Just it's that guy that gets 50 packages a day. Woo! You know what I mean? So back to the Amazon story, okay? So my wife messaged me back. She's like, the Amazon guy left. I didn't have the one-time passcode, and he took the package and he left. I'm like, I'm sending you screenshots of everything that I got. You find that UPS, that Amazon guy, you tell him I want my package. I don't have no one-time passcode, but this is me. Here's a picture of him en route to deliver my package. Here's the picture of the item. Here's everything. I want my damn package. Hey, my wife, God bless her. She gets in the car. She's chasing the Amazon guy. I decide I'm going to call Amazon. Now, here's the part where I get a little bit unpolitically correct or may hurt somebody's feelings. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. So this is the part. This is very simple. If you are going to work for a company and you're going to answer phones and you're going to give information to other human beings and you live in America, learn how to speak English, okay? I couldn't understand a damn word this guy said. I couldn't hear anything. Listen, he spoke broken English like you would not believe. It was like, hello, sir, how are you? Hello, sir, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm like, listen. And I said it just like this. And I was getting it. I was fuming. Because I'm on a cell phone. I know cell phones suck sometimes. And I know sometimes people can't hear you. But this guy, I was aggravated, okay? Number one, the Amazon guy took off. My wife's now chasing the Amazon guy. So I'm talking to this guy. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. You have information? You have information? I'm like, yes, I have information. Here's my information. Oh, I see. I see on the side. On the side, I see what happened here. I see on your side what happened here. I see. I'm like, what do you see? What do you see on your side that's happening there that you see? Oh, you buy stuff in Texas. You buy stuff in New York City. You buy stuff. I'm like, no. Whoa. Wait. Put on the brakes. What are you talking about? What do you mean I buy stuff in Texas? I buy stuff in New York. I've never been to Texas in my life. Okay? I've been to New York City, but I haven't bought anything in New York City. And I haven't been to New York City lately. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Oh, sir. I think some at the Hanika. I think about the Hana. And I'm like, what? I'm like, listen, I said, I don't understand what you're saying. He's like, oh, sorry, sir, your phone be breaking up. I said, my phone's not breaking up. I said, he's like, I know, I can't understand you. I can't understand you. I said, listen, I couldn't understand you, and there ain't nothing wrong with my phone, okay? I can't understand you because you're not speaking English, okay? You're bothering the hell out of me. Oh, sir, I know what happened. Your account got hacker. It got hacker. And because it got hacked, they got you buy a computer for $1,500 and then another $10 for this for the remote control and listen, I should put subtitles on the bottom. I was like, listen, I could not understand what the hell. All I got from that guy was, I'm pretty sure I could figure out what hacker was. Hacker was I got hacked. Okay, my Amazon account got hacked. Okay, the next thing I got was that somebody had purchased or charged a $1,500 plus different other things. A laptop or whatever on my Amazon account. So I'm on the phone I'm like, listen, buddy, Listen, and I'm getting louder and I'm getting angrier. I'm getting louder and angrier because the guy keeps telling me that he can't understand me because my phone's breaking up. Meanwhile, I could not understand him even if his phone, even if he was standing in front of me, I wouldn't have been able to stand this guy. Okay, listen, Amazon, if you want to hire people to do customer service, hire them that can speak to somebody and I can understand them. Okay, I'm speaking very clearly and articulated. Okay, listen. I don't even know. I don't even know what this guy's nationality was. I was so damn confused. So I'm probably not even gonna offend anybody. And by me doing the imitation of his accent, that's pretty spot on. So you could comment below what you think that might be. Now, I don't know. I do not think it was Spanish. Okay, I do not think it was Portuguese. Okay, I will tell you that right now because I am Portuguese. Okay, and I do understand a little bit of Portuguese and I do understand a little bit of Spanish. So I don't think it was Spanish and I do not think it was Portuguese. This was definitely from another land. I'm thinking maybe it could have been India or something. I'm not sure, but it was very, very rough. Okay, but what I got from it was if somebody took $1,500 of my money, or attempting to get $1,500 of my money and buying a laptop, and they needed the one-time passcode because they wanted to make sure it was me because I was sweating profusely. I'm yelling. And he's like, come down, sir, come down, sir. Now he's yelling at me, come down, sir, come down, sir. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, hey, you better calm down. He's like, I'm like, listen, I don't understand what you're saying, but you just got done telling me that your Amazon company has just robbed $1,500 from my account because your system got hacked. Was this a cyber threat? I said, did you get cyber attacked? You didn't want to tell anybody? What the hell are you talking about? I want my item. I want what I bought. I said, listen, I'm about ready to cancel my entire Amazon account, take my Amazon credit card, pay that damn thing off, and be on my way and never deal with Amazon again. You better start talking to me a little bit more so I can understand what the hell you're saying because I'm getting a little aggravated here. Oh, sir, you don't understand. He's yelling at me. Then my phone, and meanwhile, I'm upstairs. My students are downstairs. I'm upstairs. I'm cleaning my room, and I literally got a mop in my hand, and I'm mopping while I'm yelling at this guy because I'm trying to get the job done because it was on a Friday, and I wanted to get the hell out of there, and it's like I'm trying to clean up, and I'm trying to make everything right, and I'm emotionally and mentally breaking down. Listen, if I could reach my hand through that phone and strangle the man on the other side of the line, I would have did it, okay? God forgive me, I would have did it. That's how bad it got, okay? So, my phone dies. It just dies mid-conversation. And now what I got me worrying about a $1,500 plus computer that's now being supposedly charged to my account, which is not showing up anywhere on my account because I checked prior. I checked my account information, my shipping things, my pre-orders. I checked all my stuff and nothing was showing up. I don't know what the hell this man was talking about. Then, so I race out of work. I clean up as fast as I can. I race out of work. I come flying home to see my wife, to see what she's doing. Because I contacted her and I said, listen, you better contact Amazon, find out what the hell's going on. They're telling me I got hacked. My account hacked. Okay? I want to know what the hell's going on. A $1,500 computer, and my account got hacked. Okay? And do I have any more credit cards linked? Listen, number one, this guy was asking me way too much personal information. And I wasn't going to give him any of it, okay? He wanted social security numbers. Listen, it was the Amazon number. I don't know what this guy was up to, but you ain't getting my social security number. You ain't getting my account number. You ain't getting jack crapola, okay? Listen, I'm calling you from the phone, and the technology we have nowadays, I know that once the phone shows up on your end, you can link my account to my phone number. That's how it works nowadays, people. Okay, we have that. Listen, like Steve Austin, we have the technology. The technology is here. Okay, we can do it. He knew who I was, this guy. He didn't need all this information. I gave him nothing. Okay, I gave him, listen, it was supposed to be delivered. My wife's standing there. The guy took the thing. He took off. My wife's not chasing the Amazon guy. What the hell is going on? So I come home, and my wife's on the phone with Amazon. And I'm still in fight or flight mode. Okay, I'm still in yelling mode. I'm still upset. I had just raced home. I think I did I don't normally drive fast, but I was doing like 55, 65, like a 35-mile-an-hour zone. I was aggravated. I was sweating, and I was angry, and I was scared for because Mr. Guy on the phone there, okay, he's telling me, Oh, you no got no credit card that could take a $100. You don't have a credit card, and I'm like, number one, I don't have to give you that information, but I'm like, even if I did have a credit card that you could take 50, now you just scared the hell out of me. Now I'm running through my mind. I'm like, wow, you know what? I just got paid. It's Friday. I just got paid. I got my mortgage money in my account. My account is linked to this Amazon account. Yes, I do probably have enough money to cover the laptop. If there is a laptop that's going through, I need to get home and I need to do something. So I go flying home. My wife's on the phone with this guy, and she's talking, and I'm yelling over her like information to the guy, and I'm telling the guy, I'm like, the guy on the phone yelled at me. I said, listen. I said, he told me my phone was breaking up. I couldn't understand his English. We were going back and forth. I was getting frustrated. He just told me I got hacked. Okay, listen. You tell somebody they got hacked. Okay, they're gonna be upset. Okay, I was upset. I was worried for my finances. I was worried for my accounts that I have on my tablet, my computers, and all this. I got hacked. Okay, according to the guy on the phone, I got hacked. Okay, so my wife gets on the phone, explains everything, and this is the thing, is the other Amazon representative that my wife's talking to, he's apologetic. Oh, I'm sorry that your husband went through that. I'm sorry that the guy yelled at him, and yeah, I'm sorry that he's sorry. I tell my wife, I'm like, so where's my package? How am I gonna get my package? Oh, we're gonna try to re-deliver it tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell my wife, like, that's not gonna work. It's not going to work. I said, I have a graduation party for one of my preschoolers. I'm going to be at the graduation party. You're working. Nobody's going to be here to give them the one-time passcode. So that means for a third time, two, back on the truck, this package right here, this thing's going to go back on the truck again. And who knows how they're going to handle it. You know what I mean? Now, what if my friend Hackett contacted the Amazon delivery guys, like, hey, you know you do. Kick that thing. Kick it. Kick it as hard as you can. Kick it. Step on it. Make a pee-pees on it. Make a pee-pees on it as fast as you can. Make a pee-pees. If you don't have to make a pee-pees, I Venmo you some money. You go buy yourself a nice big orange juice. And you make a pee-pees all over it. Yeah, you do. And then you try to deliver that way. So that's what I visioned in my head. Okay, maybe I'm sick. Maybe I got problems. Maybe I got issues. I don't know. Listen, you know I got issues. But I wanted my package. I paid $134 for this thing, which is stupid to begin with, because the reason why I paid $134 for it, as I open it up, I'm going to explain to you why. So for my friends that like to come to this channel to hear my stories, there's the story. There's a little insight on my past job. Here's a little insight on well, not my past job. This would have been a couple of jobs ago. Okay, so I don't want my last employer to be like contacting me like, hey, did you squirt banana urine in my air conditioner and shove my holes in my wall full of imitation crab meat? No, I did not. That was not you. It was the two bosses before. So I got the package. Let me explain to you what happened. So originally I could have got this thing from eBay for I think it was like $120. But it's got a rip thing. I don't need a knife. It's got a tear. I'm gonna show you because I know that I've been holding these things down low. It's got a tear, and it's the first time I've ever seen a box like this. So maybe this is the Hackett box. Okay, when you get Hackett, they send you a special box. Well, let me hold this up there, because I get people that comment below. They're like, we can't see. All right. So, due to the passing of Shannon Doherty, or Brenda, as we know her, or the girl from Mallrats, that I don't know exactly. I don't remember who she played in Mallrats, but she played the girlfriend in Mallrats. Shannon Doherty, who I will throw out there, was my favorite 90210 crush. Okay, now you had your Jenny Goff, and you had your Tori Spelling, and you had that other girl that looked like she could have been somebody's mother and was probably old enough to be somebody's mother at the time. And then you had Shannon Doherty. And I think I liked Shannon Doherty because everybody did it. Like people thought she, I guess like out in the real world, she was kind of like a mean person. Like she was like like wasn't well liked. But then later on in life, things kind of turn. You know, I guess when actors first start out, sound like that guy. It's catchy. When they first start out, sometimes they get a little cocky. Okay, kind of like there's a lot of actresses or actors that are like that. They start out, they get very cocky, but then after a while, they start to get humble. They get humbled in certain ways. I just read a thing actually the other day that Shannon Doherty actually had a list of people that were not allowed to go to her funeral. So maybe Miss Doherty was still kind of a little bit bitter even at the end, because I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know you could leave a list of people that you don't want at your funeral when you die. I just thought people had to come out of what was my family always tell me I have to go to the funerals for, which I don't want to go. You're supposed to go. You gotta go to the funeral because out of respect for the dead, out of respect for the family. That's what it is. And I'm like, well, number one, out of respect for the dead, they're dead. They don't even know I'm there. And out of respect for the family, okay, I kind of get that, but I'd rather remember them the way they were when they were alive instead of dead. So anyway, what's in this box? What did I chase? What did my wife chase the Amazon for? What did what's that guy for? He sound like the guy Hapu, the guy from The Simpsons. I think yeah. What did Hapu tell me I got hacked for? Yeah. I could have got it for $120 until she passed away. This was in my car. I just threw the box over there, by the way. This was in my car for months, but I didn't want to spend $120 on it. But then she passed away, and here comes the vultures. Those damn flippers. First of all the $120 box sets of this thing disappear. Okay, they just disappear. Drop off the face of the earth, gone. Now they're $200. Now they're $400. Now they're up higher than that. Listen, the flippers grabbed everyone they could. They were like, oh, Shannon Doherty's dead. And we got to grab these things as fast as we can. We got to flip them fast as we can because physical media is disappearing. Shannon Doherty just disappeared, and everybody that's a fan of 90210 and this franchise right here that I'm about to show you, they're gonna want it. And what I got was the complete series of Charmed. Now I know you can't see it, but up there, I have the complete series of Charmed on DVD. This is a Blu-ray upgrade because Blu-ray is superior to DVD. Okay, we all know that. We can all agree on that. DVD is still very watchable, still very enjoyable. Matter of fact, I put in Children of the Corn Part 2 because it didn't even get a Blu-ray upgrade yet, and I watched Children of the Corn Part 2 over the weekend, and I was like, okay, it's a DVD. I got to watch the DVD. I'll put the DVD on, and I had no complaints. DVDs are wonderful. They're beautiful. There's, you know, it's just the Blu-rays have surpassed them, and the 4Ks have too many issues for me to be supportive of them. Okay, I said in one of my other videos, I'm tired of hearing people complain about the AI effects, the terrible messes that they did to Jaws, and if you look in the background, you got meshed up face people in the background and everything like that, and what they did to aliens, and what James Cameron did to True Lies, and what he did to The Abyss, and all that stuff like that. I said I've heard more bad than good about 4Ks lately. Okay, this new AI effect that they're doing is really it's like a #1 thing on YouTube. Okay, you just look it up. What AI is doing to 4K releases. It's screwing them up, okay? And people are getting aggravated. So safely, the safe way to go about it is to get the Blu-ray. Plus, you get more special features on the Blu-ray than you get on the 4K, okay? And I only got one 4K player in this house, and I can't watch it because my wife won't let me. It's in her room. So I wanted to upgrade my DVDs to Blu-ray of the complete series of Charmed. And I shopped eBay. I shopped Macari, and I was trying to get that $120. I was like, you know what? It was $120 2 weeks ago. Now Shannon Doherty's dead, and the prices are going up, and Blow Out of Here video sold out. Okay, Blow Out of Here video, not to say it sold out like they sold out. They sold out of all their copies. I mean, meaning the flippers went, because Blow Out of Here video had the cheapest price. They were getting this thing, I want to say it was like $121. That's what I was going to pay. The flippers bought them all. They bought every copy. Blow Out of Here video is fresh out of them. They don't have any more. Sold out. And literally, I had the things in my car. So now I'm scrambling. And the only place that had it was Amazon. They had like 6 copies left on their site. because they even put that in the site. They put 6 copies left. You better hurry up and buy it for $135. And I was like, you know what? I got $135 on my Amazon credit card. I'll pay $135 for the Charm set because I don't need 90210. I got 902 and 90210 in the regular individual sets, and I have the Super Deluxe Edition that has the 90210 and then the 90210 Reunion and the 90210 Remake and all that other stuff. I get this big Super Deluxe Edition. I don't need any more 90210 unless they release a Blu-ray. If they release a Blu-ray upgrade eventually down the road, I will upgrade my DVDs to 90210 Blu-rays because I was a big 90210 fan. Listen, there ain't no shame to that. 90210 was groundbreaking. It was during my teenage years, so you know as much as I wasn't living in 90210 and I didn't have money and I wasn't driving fancy cars and different, they had situations that were relatable to people my age at the time. Me and my wife loved 90210. I love 90210, and every guy had their favorite 90210 girl. Okay, I don't care who you are. Okay, I don't care who you... Listen, it's about time you... Listen, step up. Step up to the plate and put all your pride behind you and say... And look at me right now and tell me, Les, Tori Spelling was my favorite. I had a thing for Tori Spelling. Oh, Jenny Goff. Oh, yes. Yeah, Jenny Goff. The other one I can't remember that looked like a mother with the glasses. Yes. Yeah, I had a thing for her, too. Something about her. Something about that girl. Yeah, no. And if you're a female, I'm sorry. I don't want to get, once again, I don't want to get blasted being unpolitically correct. You had a Jason Priestley, okay, or you had a what's his name? The other guy passed away. Which you know always gets me because Shannon Doherty just died. Okay, it just passed away, and Dylan. Dylan was played by wow. Are you kidding me right now? I'm not gonna remember who Dylan was played. I got my phone right here, so don't worry about it. And I know you guys are like, I already know who it is. You know, I can't remember. Dylan from 90210. All right. Dylan McKay, fictional character. Luke Perry. Okay, thank you there, Siri. Luke Perry. He passed away before. And know what it made me think? First it made me think is Luke Perry was in good shape. Okay? And so was, you know what blows my mind too is Patrick Swayze. That's another guy. He did like karate and taekwondo and all this other stuff, meditation, and he passed away from colon cancer, whatever. Some kind of cancer. He died. And my fat body is still sitting right here in this chair. So right now I got. Thank you for another day of let me sit here and do another video for you people. But yes, please comment below if you are a fan of Charmed. And if you didn't know, there is a Charmed box set. Yeah, look at this. What is this? One. So it's got the complete first season, second season, third season, fourth season. We got all the way up to the final season, and we got some special features. Whole bunch of special features that I can't read because of their color concept. Okay, their color concept sucked on the back of the box set. So this is the special features down there. If you can read them, you're a much better person than I am because I cannot see them nor can I read them because it's kind of like a brown on a white on the top of a brownish white, and it's just not. I mean, I'm probably. Nah, I'm not even gonna try. I'm not gonna have everybody get on my nerves. People be like, commenting below. Oh, I hate when you read from the back of the thing, especially if you can't read. No, I can't read. I'm sorry. Look it up. So this is the Blu-ray set of Charmed, and now I can go pack up my DVD set and put it together. I would like to throw out a few things. Number one, yeah, we do need a 90210 Blu-ray upgrade. We also need a Buffy the Vampire Slayer Blu-ray upgrade. What the hell is going... How great is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV series, and why the hell does that not have some super-duper deluxe Blu-ray put out by somebody amazing like Scream Factory or Shout Factory or Arrow or some... Where the hell is that thing, okay? Because I have my individual Buffys, and I was going to go buy the box set of the Buffy, but it's all DVD. It's all the same thing, so I'm not really upgrading to anything. I'm just kind of changing the way I store it. You know what I mean? I'm going from a... I did the same thing with the X-Files. I went from the individual sets to the box set because it just took up less space. Yeah. Anyway. This was what the chase was. This is what the chase... And you're probably asking, how did you end up getting this the next day when you were not here? and you needed to give the one-time passcode. Well, first of all, I will tell you, my wife, we went on the website, and we changed it to we don't need a one-time passcode. Just drop it off. I literally have a farmer's porch. It's enclosure. There's an enclosure there. Just leave it in the enclosure, okay? Because it says where would you like us to leave it? And I'm like, just leave it in front of the front door in the enclosure. And I'm thinking we're good to go and everything. But there was a piece of me after talking to Habib or whatever his name was there, that I didn't think they were gonna pull off the leaving it on the in the enclosure. I still thought they were gonna ask for the one-time passcode. So what I did was I put a big sign on my front door that says, "Doorbell does not work. Please knock. Somebody is home." My son and my daughter are both home. I text them over the one-time passcode, and I went to my party. I went to my graduation party for my my little 5-year-old friend, and I got a message from my wife, who happened to get home before Amazon got there, and she said, "I got your package." I had to give them the one-time passcode, or they still weren't going to give it to me. And that completely blew my mind, too, because I'm like, we literally went online, changed all the information over so that they would just hand it over to us, or just leave it on the porch, and they still need that damn one-time passcode. They still need it. So, yeah, Charmed is available on Blu-ray. If you're a Charmed fan, comment below. If you're a fan of 90210, comment below who your 90210 crush is. Who the heck was in Charmed? Because I will tell you right now, we have a Rose McGowan in here. We have a Shannon Doherty, and we have an Alyssa Milano. I will tell you that my oldest daughter, her name is named Alyssa after Alyssa Milano, because I had a Alyssa Milano Who's the Boss crush. Okay, when I was little and Who's the Boss was on, Alyssa Milano was like she was my Teen Beat magazine 17 whatever it is pinup person that I had hanging on my wall. My wife told me she had Luke Perry, and she had the guy from Life Goes On and a couple other people. You know, that was a thing back in the day. If you're around my age, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's time for us to start a little forum here in the comments below, and you guys start commenting, and please do not bash me for my comedic accent, which was pretty spot on, or the guy that I had to deal with. This guy, in English or whatever language he was in, idiot, okay? Total idiot. No, you should never get on a phone with a customer and scream at them that they got hacked, and then tell them that their credit card is going to get charged $1,500 or something they didn't purchase, and then ask them personal information over the phone that you know they're not supposed. It just didn't make any sense. The whole thing didn't make any sense. And I will tell you, here's a little clincher here. Once my wife got on the phone with the guy at home here, when she was on the phone with the guy at home, I had the number for the number that I called for Amazon, and I showed my wife the number. I said, "Can you please do me a favor and ask the Amazon guy if this is the correct number?" And the guy literally told my wife that it was not the number to the, now tell me if this makes sense, the official Amazon customer service. It was just a general customer service number. So why was this guy telling me I got hacked? And why was this guy asking me for my social security number? Why was this guy trying to buy himself a $1,500 computer? What the hell is going on, Amazon? That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I've been a customer for a long time, but this one-time passcode crap is not gonna float with me because I gotta work. Okay, I got security cameras all over this damn house. I can see when you drop something off. Nobody's gonna rob anything off my front porch. I'm gonna get you on film. 100%. I'm gonna get you on film. I got so many cameras on this house that I can't miss you at any angle. I'm gonna get you. Just drop the damn thing off. Okay. Plus, I come home for lunch to grab my mail. If the mail's not there, my daughter comes. I got 2 daughters that both also are told to come home for lunch so they can check my mail. If they don't get it, I got a son who comes after those 2 to go check the mail. One of us 4 are going to get the mail. Okay? It's not going to sit outside on the porch all damn day long. Somebody's going to get it ASAP, because I don't want this stuff baking in the sun. It's hot over here. Okay? You put some Blu-rays, you put some autographed pictures or whatever baking in the sun. They're going to get ruined. They're going to get ruined. So I'm all over that stuff. Matter of fact, I made sure that my lunch break was on a specific time so I can get my mail. And sometimes I still miss the mailman. So then I call my daughter up. I leave a message with my daughter. I'm like, hey, listen, I didn't get the mail. You got to come home for lunch. You got to get the mail. She doesn't get it. She'll message me back. She's like, I didn't get the mail, Dad. I'm like, message my son. Okay. Your sister didn't get it. Your other sister didn't get it. Now you got to go get it. Somebody's going to get the mail. Somebody's going to get the mail. And with that said, my friends, this is the time where I ask you to like, share, and subscribe. And you comment below. Comment below. I want to know who your favorite 90210 female or male person was. Who is your, if for the ladies or the men? I don't even if it was a man. Okay, I gotta tell you, as a man, I was a Jason Priestley guy. Okay, as a man. Okay, I gotta give credit where credit. I was not a Dylan guy. I thought his forehead was a little bit too big. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. You all have opinions. Okay, but I was a little bit more leaning towards the Jason Priestley's. But Shannon Doherty was the female of that series, and I would like to throw it out there at you with that. If I had to go with this series, I would actually probably go with This is a tough one because we got a different looking Rose McGowan here. We don't have the Rose McGowan nowadays. We got a Rose McGowan from Jawbreaker type years. So but still, I don't know. Shannon's still kind of she's standing out for me here. She's still standing out. I'm gonna go with Shannon Doherty. I'm still gonna go, even though Alyssa Milano's on there. But when Alyssa Milano got older, she kind of changed too. So I'm gonna go with Shannon Doherty right till the end for 400, Alex. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you, and I will see you later. You should have saved me some.